What up, Snake Gang? It's your boy Fanilakhe Mamba. You already know we in a building, bro. We in a building, guys. I'm back with another YouTube video because guys, I love you so much. So I make sure that I always give you the best of me, guys. So this is me, guys, giving you the best top entries and strategy on how to analyze from top-down analysis to smaller time frame whereby you're refining your entries, but starting from bigger time frame. So guys, this is me pouring myself out for you because you know what, guys, I love you so much. So make sure that you support me back by liking, sharing this video, and also subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys, for your love and support that you've been showing me for the past few days, month. My YouTube channel is growing the way I expected. So much excited about that. But let's see where we can take it, if you can even push more by sharing the video and also liking, commenting, and so on. Just that participation from your side, guys, will mean a lot to me. So let's get down to it. So, guys, this is gold. So basically, today I'm gonna be doing gold and USDT, as I know, guys, that you love to trade gold and also you love to trade USDT on Nasdaq. So on Nasdaq, you're just gonna do what is called positive correlation, just to understand what might possibly happen as well. So, guys, you can see that here, first things first, guys, we need to understand the nature of the market. So the nature, you can see that we are in a bullish market. As you can see that we have a push to the upside, and then we have some sort of like a retracement or some sort of like a pullback, and then you can see that we're expecting price to continue pushing to the upside. So basically, this is a impulse correction, impulse nature's theory of what of the market, how the market moves. So as you can see that now we understand that we have this bullish momentum. So what I basically do, you can see that we have some nice support area here. As you can see here, basically this is my low here, and then again you can see that here I have my highs here, just here at the top, as you can see. So now you can see that price is ranging between these lows and these highs, but you can see that we have this first touch, we have second touch. We might come for a third touch here before continuing to push to the upside, or we might just come and continue pushing to the upside to make this touch, because we already made this touch here. So we might continue pushing to the upside to make this touch, or if we do come to make this touch, we're going to be closing this gap or this weekly rejection that you see here. So without further more waste of time, guys, let me just dive in a little bit more to my daily time frame. So on my daily time frame, guys, I need to make sure that my patterns, my structure is more clear. So on my daily time frame, guys, I need to adjust as well. I need to adjust my structure to make sure that everything is accurate as possible. But here on my daily time frame, one thing that I can pay attention to, guys, is that you can see that we have this descending type of structure here. As you can see, we have this descending type of nature structure, which is nice and simple. And then again, we do have this lower trend line here, some sort of like expanding type of pattern here. As you can see, some sort of like expanding type pattern. Let me just adjust it a bit. As you can see, guys, we have this some sort of like expanding, but you can see that now on bigger time frame, we saw that on our weekly time frame, we were looking at the bullish momentum. But when we are looking at our daily time frame, you can see that price is making lower lows, lower highs. So what is that we need to do, guys? We need to wait for a smaller time frame structure to change from being bearish to being to being bullish, because remember, we are trading based on bigger time frame, not on smaller time frame. So now you can see, guys, that on bigger on when we're going to our H4 time frame, when you go to our H4 time frame, I need to adjust a little bit more my structure, as you can see, and then here as well I need to adjust. So guys, here we have two possible scenarios that can present themselves. Let me just expand this a little bit more. We have two possible scenarios that can present themselves here, guys. So the first scenario is that we can still see price coming in, making this third touch before pushing to the downside. But then again, we need to see the nature of the market as to how is it getting to this area here. We want to see some sort of like a descending structure here. Once we do get this descending structure here, then we're going to be looking to take a reduced risk entry here at the break of this structure, having our stop loss just below here, and then targeting all the way to the upside to our 90% rule. This is probably going to be the first step to our target all the way to the upside. But then again, guys, we're looking at these areas here, just about 2.5%, because we know that price can still stall here and push to the downside. So we want to make sure that we do the nice management of trade. But overall, we're looking at these areas for our target. Super nice and clean setup here on gold. And then the second scenario, guys, as I told you, that we have two possible scenarios that can present themselves. So that was the first scenario. So guys, the second scenario that can present itself is that we can see here, guys, that we do have this trend line here. And in this trend line, guys, yeah, we can see that we have first touch, second touch, and then we have a third touch here. So on this second scenario, we need to throw a little bit more down to our H1 time frame. Let me just adjust this a little bit more back. We need to drop in a little bit more to our H1 time frame. So on our H1 time frame, guys, you understand, you can see that we have first touch here. Let me just get this. We have first touch here, we have second touch here, and then this is our third touch. So here, because you can see that we have we have impulsive move, we have some sort of continuation pattern, and then we broke below to the downside. I wouldn't be looking to enter this position now. What I'll be doing, guys, here, that I'm gonna be waiting for push to the upside. Once price do push to the upside, and then I'm gonna be waiting for some sort of like a continuation pattern. Once I do get this continuation pattern, then I'm gonna be looking to capitalize all the way to the upside. So this is the second scenario that I'm looking at for. Taking another, again, reduced risk entry here, having my stop loss here, and looking to just manage my trade just as I'm about to reach 2% on this position, look to manage it. But nonetheless, guys, you know that we are looking all the way to our 90% rule here at the top, just about 7.75% on this position just alone. Super nice and simple, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this setup and analysis that I just shared with you. Super nice and clean as well. So now let's just move into our US30. US30. Okay, yeah. So guys, on our US30, it's not gonna be take a little bit more time, because you can see that it's simple. We have a push to the upside, and then we have this continuation pattern. Not so clear, but then expecting price to continue to push to the upside. As you can see, that the momentum of US30 is pushing to the upside. But now, if you can just check here, let me just go to my H4 time frame, so it can be a little bit more clear. You can see that, guys, what is that we did here? We created some sort of like a double bottom formation here. As you can see, we have a double bottom formation. So what I'm looking at for, guys, I'm looking for price to come and make this double bottom formation as well here in this area before we continue to push all the way to the upside. So now you can see that we have these areas here that I just highlighted. So probably I'm going to be looking for these areas, because you can see that price has been failing to break above these areas for the longest time here. You can see that we created this consolidation, and even back in time here, you can see that price has been having a little bit of more hard time breaking above these areas. Eventually, so price declining to the downside. So this can be another sign for us to be taking our profits in these areas here. So what is that I'm gonna do, guys? Now let me just switch on back to my H1 time frame. So on my H1 time frame, guys, you need to identify structure. So the first things first, guys, you can see that we have price breaking outside of this ascending type of pattern here. After it has made first touch, second touch, and then the third touch, you see price doing breaking. So for me, I want price to complete the 90% rule. Once price do complete the 90% rule here, coming here, I want to see some bit of like structure developing to the upside. Then that's what I'm going to be looking for to enter my bullish momentum. So let's just go in a bit more down to our 30-minute time frame. So now 30-minute time frame, guys, there are two possible ways I'm looking to enter in this position again. So the first possible scenario, guys, that I'm looking at for, let me just adjust this and then adjust this as well. And adjust this as well. So guys, the first possible scenario that I'm looking at for here is price breaking below here, catching traders in the wrong side of the market, and then coming back into structure and forming some bit of what? Some bit of commitment. Once price do form this bit of commitment, then I'm going to be happily taking a reduced risk entry here, having my stop loss just below these areas, and then targeting all the way to the upside about just about what? Just about 5% on this position alone here on USDT. Then the second scenario that I'm looking out for, guys, here, I'm looking for price to form some sort of like a descending type of nature or structure. Once price do form some sort of like a descending structure like this, then I'm going to be looking for what? I'm going to be looking to have my trend line like this. And then I'm going to be looking for a reduced risk entry again, guys, because you know it's me, Fanilakhe Mamba. I love reduced risk entry. So I'm going to be looking for reduced risk entry here, having my stop loss just below these areas here, just few pips below these areas, and then targeting all the way to the upside, just about 5.8% on this position alone. Super nice and clean and simple, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's me, your boy Fanilakhe Mamba. I'm out of the building. Let there be peace in the Middle East. With our brothers and sisters, be safe. Make sure, guys, that you practice this strategy. Super nice and simple, and backtest it as well. And then again, guys, do the things to be done. Subscribe, like, and share with your friends at home. Don't want to watch this video alone. It's me, your boy Fanilakhe Mamba. I'm out of the building. Let there be peace in the Middle East. With our brothers and sisters, be safe.